I'm going to show you how to achieve the perfect blunt cut look in this tutorial. Start from the back. And one thing we're going to do about starting at the back is you need to have an idea of what 10-inch looks like. I'm trying to achieve a 10-inch for this wig. You can also use your tape rule, pin it on top. I think I've showed a video where I used a tape rule as a guide. Put your tape rule on top and start cutting at a 10-inch using your tape rule. But take note, leave room for you to still take off a little bit. So let's say you want to cut a 10-inch, don't go in straight and start cutting a 10-inch. Start cutting at 11-inch. And when you walk from, when you start from the middle, you take it from the middle and you start cutting towards the left side of the wig or the right side of this wig. For this tutorial, I'm starting it from the right side of the wig. So you'll notice that as I'm cutting the wig on the middle side, it's on the same level, but when I start cutting it downwards towards the end of the right side, I'm sort of slanting, but it's not a sharp slant. But you notice that it's no longer as straight as it was. On the middle part, it's just like a straight cut, but when I start tending towards cutting it towards the end of the right side of the wig, it's slightly slanted. I noticed one thing, people tend to like it when they are blunt cut wig. The back side is not drooping down like the way the front side is drooping down. So if you look, you notice that the front side is downwards while the upside is a little bit higher than the way the front side is. And the reason why I bent that mannequin hair towards the other side is to ensure that if there's any hair that is still peeking through or the bottom part, I'm able to use my clipper to clip it off. And this tends to happen a whole lot, so that's the reason why you need to work with a mannequin head that allows you slant it on one side. Just slant it so you can get the hairs that are maybe peeking through underneath the hair, underneath the wig. And you notice something, if when you cut your bow wig, sometimes when you cut it on your mannequin head, when you put it on your head, you notice that on the mannequin head it was perfectly straight, but when you put it on your head, it's looking uneven. This is the reason why. So you want to ensure that you slant it downwards a bit. That's your mannequin head on the stand. Slant it downwards a bit so you could go in and cut those hairs at the bottom part. So I finished one side. Now I'm going over to start cutting it towards the other side of the wig. And you can see here I made a mistake here, but I'll definitely correct that as we move along. What I'm going to do now is just try and clean out that side there and make sure they are on the same level to correct the mistake that I made. Just level it really well down there. And after I'm sort of pleased with what I have going on, I'll start cutting it downwards. And I'm going to start cutting it in a way that it slants downward. I'm not cutting it straight. The same way I cut it to go on a downward direction on the other side, I'm going to also cut this side to go in a downward direction, such that the middle part is sort of the highest point, while the bottom part on the left side of this wig is going lower. You would observe what I'm talking about when I finish cutting it by the time I show you what it looks like. Yes, so you can see now this side here is obviously still longer than the other side. So what we are going to do now is start trying to clean out the side to ensure that the cut is clean and perfect. You look at this other side that we had cut before, we thought it was perfect, right? So you need to go back in and ensure that you look at it and keep cutting it until you achieve the desired look that you want. Cutting a blunt cut wig, it always looks like it's easy, but truly it's one of the hardest haircuts to do, if I'm gonna be honest. Aside from adding layers to your wig, doing a blunt cut is truly not easy because you need to really pay attention to details. You really need to make sure that you look and you check to ensure that everything looks really nice. Yeah, you might need to go back and forth over and over again, and that's completely fine. The key thing is just ensuring that you end up with something that looks flawless. Look at this other side that I had gone through before. You can see that this side here looks jagged, so I'm going to keep cutting it until I achieve a very clean cut. So to clean out that bottom side, I just use my fingers to hold it to the front part of the hair and the inner parts together to ensure that I cut out any of the stray strands that are still hanging around there. And I'm using my clipper to just cut the hair downwards. This part of the hair is still longer than the other side. because of how I am able to eyeball it, that's the reason why I don't need my tape rule. Or if you're somebody who is new to this, please use your tape rule, pin it on a or part of your head or of the mannequin head, and you can use it to cut the hair. Another way that is even easier for you is if you can use somebody's head to cut the wig. It's also going to be easier for you, unlike when you're working on a mannequin, because most times when you transfer the wig to somebody's head, you might still notice some unevenness. That's the reason why I said it's important that you slant the wig towards one side to ensure that you cut the ends of the hair really well. So you can see while I'm working with the hair, I'm still using my comb to comb through it to ensure that if there's anywhere that the hair is uneven, it straightens out and I'm able to go back in and cut the hair to look as neat as it possibly can. Yes. So while I'm combing through, I'm still going in with my clipper to clean out the ends of the hair. And I'm going to keep on doing this until I achieve the desired look that I want. If you're getting value from this video, please make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. If you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch these videos. I really appreciate you. And make sure you share this video with somebody who is also going to get value out of it. Yes. So guys, you can see what the hair looks like right now. It's obviously not perfect. It still needs a little bit of cutting. So I'm going to use the clipper to just keep cutting it. And one thing I want to say for a fact is the sharper your clipper is, the better for you. It's going to make it so much more easier for you, unlike when you're working with a clipper that is a bit rusty. Yes. So if you're using clippers that need charging, make sure you charge your clippers really well before you start cutting your hair, else you're going to have to be going in between in terms of trying to charge it and you get back to cutting your hair. Yeah, so I think I like the way it looks now. I just need to just trim a little bit and ensure that the front of the wig is on the same level. Yes, and it looks pretty nice right now. I think I saw a straight strand. I'm going to just go back to that side there and just cut out any straight strand I'm seeing. And when I'm cutting, I don't just go straight to cut one area. I try to level it on the side so that it's balanced. It's not just I just go and cut one area and then I end up finding out that, oh, maybe I have overcut it. I try to go in a way that I balance the entire area out in the process of trying to correct a small thing so that it looks good at the end. Yeah, so you can see the hair looks really, really nice now, and I think I love the way it looks, except from this area here. That's the reason why I'm just going back in to correct any flaw that I'm seeing right here to ensure it's beautiful and perfect. Yeah, I saw something there, so I'm gonna cut it off. Yeah, this is how you do it. You just keep working it until you are happy with the results. You can even leave your mannequin head exactly where you stood it and walk backwards and look at it to ensure that from afar it's perfect. When you come closer, it's perfect. When you come really, really close, it still looks really good. So you want to have various angles in which you look at the hair before you stop. I styled the hair off camera by making it into a bulb. That's like I bulbed it in, and this is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you got value from it, make sure you smash the like button. People would have courage to a positive life. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.